I am Johnny Boy, and today I am bringing my fine audience an exquisite episode of A Guy and His Glassware. So today we are pairing Trappist Rochefort 10 with its proper stone goblet. This is a handmade clay goblet, and this is brewed by Abbey Notre Dame de Saint Remy. A little brief history on this before we get to drinking. Originally from 1230, this monastery, and it was not until 1595 that they had the first recorded history of brewing. They supported themselves by farming and mining. I believe it was West Mall that I did recently that also had a recorded history of mining to support their facilities. Don't quote me on that though, but I did that recently. I think it was West Mall. French Revolution destroyed the grounds and the church, not rebuilt until 1889, which was quite a few years after the revolution ended. And in 1910, they began selling beer commercially to support their monastery. 1960 was their original ultimate brewery when they built it. Fantastic facility in 1960. Rebuilt a super duper brewery in 2020, and they introduced their first beer in quite some years, the Triple Extra, in 2022. I remember having that a few times. I had it on draft once, kind of recently, and in a bottle a few times at most. Now, interesting fact on this, on their website, it says that Triple Extra is their only lager, which I had no idea, because everybody lists it as a triple. To me, it was a fairly hoppy blonde. I don't remember. Now, to me, as my memory recalls here, it did taste like an ale to me, but I'm going to have that again. I haven't seen any place online that mentions that as a lager other than their website. I don't know if that's a fact or a mistranslation. We're going to look into that. Very well could be. I have no idea what's going on with that. I'm going to look into that. As far as I know, that the only lager that I've seen was from a Trappist was the Stift Engelsel, made an Oktoberfest, and the only IPA that was made in true IPA fashion was the Spencer, which was out of business recently from North America. But we're gonna get this going now, guys. I am very excited about this. Let's hit it. I could feel you tremble when we touch. We are here today admiring this beautiful handmade clay goblet with its earth tones here, the clay, and then this brown dip that's on the rim here. And you could see on the inside that it did drip a little bit on there. But this right here, we're going to bring in the logo. Trappist Rochefort stamped in there with a little bit of paint inside of the words here. And this shield here, this crest that they have, it's hard to make out on this because of how vague it is when it's stamped in the clay, but you'll see that on all the glassware. That's their crest. On the right hand side is going to be a rose that symbolizes charity. On the left-hand side, we have a star that symbolizes hope. And that down in the center, so you see on the bottom right and left, that in the center is supposed to be a palm tree that represents faith. This is absolutely gorgeous. We have a name scribed on the bottom there. I cannot even make out the name, though, because I can't even really make out a lot of letters. The way that you do that, and then you bake it, it kind of rises a little bit. It kind of closed that off. I couldn't really read that good. But let's do a full spin around here, and then we're going to get to my scenes here, get some drinking going, guys. Let's do it.
You're feeling
I could feel you tremble when we touch. Oh my God. Look at it, guys. Just take a look at it. Her in all of her glory, all 11.3% ABV. This rich and decadent Belgian dark ale. Oh, yes. Oh, dear God. It's exquisite. I love Rochefort. Across the board, their beers are phenomenal. There's really not a weak link. Like I said before, I'm least familiar with the triple extra, 8.1%. The 6 is 7.5. The 8 is 9.2. This one is 11.3. This is very damn near well approaching 12%. So this is like legit in wine territory right here. And it is just so smooth, so luxurious, so silky. And how do we feel about that beautiful? Oh, I feel like a king. So what else to say about this? We're going to go over, we kind of just go over, we went over the details of this in the clip there, my montage. But this really does feel spectacular. It holds a 33 centiliter bottle perfectly with the head just creeping right above the rim there where you could really see that it was poured even from a distance. Perfect volume in this chalice, or in this goblet rather, right here. Perfect. The shorter stem on there in relation to how large the bowl is. Well, I mean, a couple of some of them that look like this are fairly similar in proportions. Really good though. I really like it. It feels great, and you could really feel that in that stoneware, that temperature though, because the whole thing holds better than the glass because like of how thick that is. I said that in a video prior to this, I believe, because that's a lot thicker than the glass. That really holds that. It's insulated. We're gonna cut now. I'm gonna really enjoy this. I hope you all enjoyed this as much as I did. Respect beer, respect glasses, respect pottery and stoneware as well now, right? If you like good beer, give me a follow. And something that I never thought of before to tell my fine audience is to leave a comment or a suggestion even, because I'm kind of going through glassware. I know that I'm doing a lot of Trappists. I love Trappist beers. I got a shit ton of glasses of them. That's why I'm doing them, because I got a whole damn shelf of Trappist glasses over here. It's all baby steps. Just start buying glasses. You'll get there. I mean, I ain't rich, but I just get there. I slowly build them up. So guys, until next time, cheers.